Let's keep calm and mother on. Mothering is way too important to do alone and way too serious to be serious all the time. My name is Christy Thomas, and I am here shoulder to shoulder with you, mothering and enjoying life together. This is the podcast where you can focus on being mindful and taking a deep breath with me and learning new things so you can pause and savor the amazing life you already have. Now let's go. Have you ever had the experience where you change one thing, you become more intentional about one thing, and then you're like, oh, there's something else I need to change? Well, right, last week I came to you and I told you that I was having a problem with rushing, that life felt like it was moving fast, and when it was moving fast, I didn't feel connected in the way I wanted to feel to my kids and to the people I love the most. And so when I slowed down, I noticed that I had another thing to do, that I needed to work on encouragement and the words that I was saying. I don't know if you've ever read Positive Discipline by Jane Nelson or heard about Adlerian Psychology, which is what positive discipline is based in. It's about, we have two basic needs in life. We have the need for belonging and significance. Okay? So we all need to know that we have a place where we belong. That's pretty simple. And then the significance part is that what we do matters, right? That we make a difference. So both of those always lead me to thinking. I've learned about Adlerian psychology since, I always reference back to houses, since Connecticut, which means my girls were like 2 and 1 or 3 and 2, something like that. So I've been studying this for a while, but I didn't always realize that's what positive discipline was. And so I've been digging deep into positive discipline and re-listening to podcasts by Casey O'Rourke of the Joyful Courage podcast. And so I've been working on slowing down, building in buffers for transitions, things like that, making sure I'm actually living this one fragile, amazing, beautiful, and brutal life that I have. Because all lives are beautiful and brutal at the same time. So as I slow down, I noticed that one of the ways that I'm not showing up the best is that I'm either giving too much praise or too much correction and not enough direct encouragement. And those things all feel different in your body. In fact, this Sunday at 4 p.m., I am going to host a masterclass on Zoom if you want to play along with me. And we're going to talk about praise and encouragement and connection and correction. And this masterclass is a kickoff for my next personal challenge that I decided I needed to host while drinking coffee this week. I invite you to work on spending 10 days giving your kids encouragement. In February, I love to cut out hearts, and then every day on their kid's door, there's a new heart with something amazing about them. But February is like 7 months ago. And I think it's time for a reset. So I decided while I was drinking my coffee to host Apple of My Eye challenge. And I wanted to make sure I threw this podcast together about it because I didn't want you to miss out. Because these challenges always are simple to do, simple to follow through because I text you and I gave you reminders, but also they have a meaningful impact and remind me that I get a choice. Because one of the key ideas I have in parenthood, motherhood, is that this time is my second chance at a childhood, right? The first chance is when you're the child and you only have the childlike things you can control. And the second chance is the adult, where you have all the adult things you can actually control and you can make a difference. And now I don't want you to misunderstand in saying that I think you can control your kids, because that's not what I'm about. But you can control your environment, your attitude, your food, your exercise. There's lots of things you can control as a grown-up. Those are your adult choices. Are you going to stay up late binge watching TV? Are you going to go to bed on time, right? Do you have cable or not have cable? What sort of shows do you get to watch? Do you pound soda late into the evening? All the things, okay? Because when you're an adult, the world's your oyster and you get to choose. And that's what I think is really awesome. But if you're choosing to parent differently than how you were raised, if you're actively choosing to make changes, that can feel hard. And I just want to give you credit and say, I see you and you matter. And I would love to come beside you for 10 days, shoulder to shoulder, and give our kids encouragement. Your work matters so much as a mom. I have this idea that every time I give my kids encouragement, it is that stone thrown into the pond, right? Where I pour the truth about who my child is into them. And then they can take that and it ripples out. And it touches so many more people than I could ever imagine. Because I'm trying my best to build a child who knows that they belong and that they're significant. That they're here for kindness and to make a contribution. I really, really hope that you go check out in the show notes the link to join the Zoom on Sunday, this Sunday. So that would be September 26th at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. And then in the show notes, there's also the link to sign up for the Apple of My Eye Challenge. And that starts on Monday, the 27th. And usually I plan a little bit more further out than this, but I was inspired and I wanted to make sure. Once I slowed down, I noticed that I had a habit I needed to help practice. And so if you feel like this is how motherhood goes for you too, and that you fix one thing and then you're winging it to fix another, give yourself a pat on the back for your awareness and your ability to pivot and to change and to grow and to model trying new things. Because that's all I think I can keep doing here. Well, it's Friday and I am so thankful. Today's self-care is to have a kitchen dance party. I don't think I've done this one recently. It's really hard. I don't have a master list of like all the self-care ideas I've ever done, but I've been really feeling dance parties this week. I can blame the song September by Earth, Wind, and Fire, right? Because it was September 21st the other day. So kitchen dance parties are where it's at. And sometimes it's like slow dancing to Jason Isbell by myself. And then other times it's like Whip It by Devo. So there you go. Have a dance party. That's my self-care, not family fun. The self-care is me picking a song, blasting it, and dancing. And then the family fun this week is making things with pumpkin. I am not a huge pumpkin fan. I think I can blame my birthday on this one. I've had lots of odd pumpkin flavored things over the years, But my kids really do love pumpkin bread and pumpkin cookies and pumpkin muffins. And in fact, that's what we're going to put in the family fun is a 3-ingredient pumpkin muffin that my kids love. My 15-year-old says that it tastes like her childhood. So she made a double batch and then delivered some to neighbors this week. Not many, because they were definitely enjoyed here. But some went to another house too. So thank you for being here. You're exactly the right mom for your kids. And I really hope you join us in the Zoom call on Sunday night and the Apple of My Eye challenge. There is a difference between encouragement and praise. And that's what I want to teach you on Sunday. You're amazing. And I am so glad you're here. The world is better because of you. And I like you just the way you are. You care so much. You are loved and lovable. Now go check out the show notes and leave a review. If you haven't left a review, please go leave a review. In October, I'm going to be asking for lots of reviews as my birthday present. So thank you, thank you, thank you.